name is Tenarius Ellis. I want to speak to you about how technology has affected communication. Question is, how do you feel about it? Have you been around someone or experienced a situation where someone was locked into some sort of device and really, didn't listen to what you had to say, and you had to repeat whatever you had to say? That is the question you ask yourself at this point. Now we're going to talk about this, and there are three main topics. The three main topics are what are the benefits of technology and communication? The other topic, what are the deficiencies within technology and communicating? And the third topic is basically talking about the addictions with technology and how does it affect every individual. Now, you have to ask yourself, now, what are the benefits? What are the benefits, topic one, what are the benefits for communicating combined with technology? Every individual has the opportunity to speak with a family member who may be in another country, another part of the world, through technology, and be able to speak to them at any given time that you desire. It continues to keep a relationship with family members. Kids or children are growing up, and you're able to talk with family members and send pictures and show pictures of them. Now, you have to ask, how important is the most advanced technology, which is considered video chatting? You get an opportunity to speak with everyone, your brothers, your sisters, mom, dad, if you're off on a trip, and they begin or get a chance, an opportunity to see what you see firsthand. I remember times going in the store and I would call my wife and I'd see something that she would desire to have, or I believe she would desire to have, and I'd have a question about it. Because I have a question about it, I would actually take the opportunity to pick up the phone, FaceTime her and ask her, hey, what do you think about this? This is something that I'm considering. And she has the opportunity to take a look at it. If you're at work, you're speaking with a vendor, you have to go and bid for jobs or bid for supplies. You get the opportunity to speak with your boss or supervisor and so on from another location. Now, we talked about the benefits. The benefits, hey, every individual may look at it differently, may have different situations that it may actually benefit them in. You have to also tie in, somehow there are some deficiencies within this, and that is the second topic. The second topic, what are the deficiencies? I stated before that individuals, you're having a conversation with an individual and they're locked into whatever it is, if it's television, which is so much more advanced than what it used to be. Because of technology, it has increased. Communicating with a brother or sister and they're playing Flappy Birds or some sort of video game and they have no idea what you just said. Now, there was something that I read also from our book in the topic, this basic topic, and it explained that there was a husband who was sitting locked into a computer. He was, whatever it was, had him locked in, and his wife had come in and she was speaking to him about a promotion she had just gotten and said, She wanted to go and celebrate. She went to the room, got dressed, and came back out. He's still sitting in the same place. And he looks at her and says, "Hey, you look nice. Where are you going?" Now, that actually bothered her because she had just come in and spoke with him, telling him about one of the highlights of her day. And he had no idea. He was so locked in and keyed in on whatever was on his computer that he didn't even listen or pay attention to what she had to say. So, not just that, the deficiencies with technology and communicating, now you have to understand that now they both go hand in hand, but you also have to understand that what happens with the deficiencies in technology is you expose yourself to anybody, to anything that can happen, throughout technology. Good things and bad things could happen through communicating. The biggest part of communicating is being able to listen and hear what someone has to say. And sometimes we miss out on that because of technology. Now, you have to understand that along with technology and deficiencies, there is one key ingredient, which is the addiction. The addiction to technology. Now, that is a third topic. Some individuals are so addicted to technology and things that are happening because there's so much that is going on in another state, another country, and you have the opportunity to find out what that is. Now, you have to understand that in some ways that it's beneficial. If there is something that's happening in another country or another state, the next city over, you want to know what's going on. But with an addiction, it goes beyond that. You spend more time, with that versus spending more time with family and other things. Concentrating on what your true goals are versus sitting and playing video games or on, social media. People spend a great deal of their time there. Now, the thing about addictions is the corporations have actually benefited from this, and people don't understand. Individuals don't understand that corporations have designed apps, which is involved with an advancement of technology, that is supposed to control what individuals and time that individuals spend on, or access with technology, because individuals spend too much time. Now, granted, statistics show that 40% of iPhone users, 40% would rather use an iPhone than their toothbrush. It's ridiculous, right? You prefer a toothbrush rather than you prefer an iPhone than a toothbrush. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of individuals don't want to have to deal with that, because we all understand that, toothbrush is beneficial. So, now, you have to understand also, there's another one, it says 83% of iPhone users, 83% believe that an iPhone would be a better romantic partner. Now that's just ridiculous. That's part of being addicted to technology. Now, communication goes along with that because you're able to use those things to communicate with people, but people rather have an iPhone than their partner. Now, statistics also show that half of all adults will sleep with their phones. Half of all adults would rather sleep with their phones. Now, that is, again, we're talking about addiction. How addicted do you have to be to prefer that? You know, we also have to look at this. One third of individuals would prefer the mobile device to a partner. Just individually, every day to day, they spend more time with their partners, they spend more time with their phone than with their partners. Now, 73% of individuals would rather have their phone than alcohol. That is a true addiction. Because on a day-to-day basis, you'll see individuals walking around that would prefer, you would see individuals or family members that you've had that had too much alcohol to drink. But individuals, 73% would prefer alcohol. Now, one in five individuals would rather go through their daily chores, things that they have to do without shoes than without their phone. Which goes to prove that it's a true addiction. To prefer a phone or technology to things that you need on a day-to-day basis. Now, we talked about what are the benefits of technology and communication. We also talked about what are the deficiencies, and we also talked about the addiction. Now, in conclusion, I want you to understand that although there are benefits to being able to communicate through technology, that there also has to be a govern. You have to be able to govern yourself and make sure that you're spending a sufficient amount of time with your family, along with friends, out, and your technology is not the only thing or only device that you spend time with. Now, some individuals disagree. I understand on a day-to-day basis. I've heard others say that there's no headache, no arguing. There's, if you even looked at technology today, if it was Samsung, if it was iPhone, whatever, you have the opportunity to speak and get a response, to be able to give you directions or whatever just by speaking. So understand that there is nothing, no technology, whatever, greater than having family members or having friends or being able to communicate. Communication is a very, very and sole most important thing in your life. It'll be the direction on and where you go and how much information you have. Because communicating is how you receive information that teaches you where you need to go in life and how to get and reach the goals that you have. My name is Tenarius. Thank you.